This episode of FTD Facts is brought to you by BuzzBreak. BuzzBreak is a news app that allows you to earn cash easily and quickly by doing what you're doing online anyways, like reading the latest news articles and watching YouTube videos. It's literally that simple. Simply open up the app, choose a category, and earn points instantly for watching the videos and reading the posts. And then you can redeem those points for cash. Open up the Wallet tab, select Cash Out, and choose PayPal or another available payment method. The link is below in the video description section where you can download BuzzBreak, and if you use my referral code, you'll get a bonus 4,500 points. Download BuzzBreak today. Again, the link is down below where you can start earning cash for doing exactly what you're doing right now, watching your favorite videos and more. Muslims all around the world, regardless of nationality, ethnicity, race, or color, they participate in fasting for the entire month of Ramadan. Now, they're not permitted to eat or drink as soon as the sun rises until it sets throughout the entire month. Welcome back to another exciting episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and in this episode, I have 10 surprising facts about Ramadan because it's around that time of the year in 2020. Now, I know I had a lot of questions about this, and many others do also, so let's just jump into the facts. First thing I want to clear up is the celebration isn't called Ramadan. Ramadan is the name of the month, and it's the 9th month of the Muslim calendar, and it's celebrated as the month when the first verses of the Quran were said to be revealed to the Prophet Muhammad in 610 CE. Laylat al-Qadr, or the Night of Power, is thought to be the actual day when the Quran was given to the Prophet Muhammad, and usually falls within the last 10 days of the holiday, because Ramadan is actually based on the lunar calendar rather than the Gregorian calendar, and the holiday starts 11 to 12 days earlier than it did the previous year. So it takes around 33 Islamic years for Ramadan to return to the same exact place on the Gregorian calendar. Next thing to note is the word Ramadan. It comes from the Arabic root words Ramida or Ramad, which means scorching heat or dryness. And this is because Ramadan usually takes place during the summer. Ramadan requires Muslims to fast during the daylight hours, and Muslims who live in places with a midnight sun or a polar night follow the sunlight hours of Mecca. Also, while Ramadan means a month of fasting, dietitians actually see an increase in diabetes cases and weight gain due to the overeating once the sun goes down. So all y'all who are fasting, don't try to cram all that food at once. You may end up overeating anyways. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of the fast. But anyways, the next fact I want to share about Ramadan is that Ramadan is actually one of the 5 pillars of Islam, and the other pillars are Salat, which are the prayers, Shahada, which is an affirmation that there is no deity besides Allah and that his prophet is Muhammad. There's Zakat, which is charity, and Hajj, which is making a pilgrimage to Mecca at least once during your lifetime. So all adults are required to fast during the month of Ramadan, except for those who are elderly or ill or currently traveling or pregnant or breastfeeding, diabetic, chronically ill, all of that. It also applies to women who are menstruating. Now, children, though, are not required to fast during Ramadan until they reach the age of puberty. Now, if someone is sick during Ramadan and is unable to fast, he or she can make up the fast whenever they recover. But if someone deliberately breaks their fast during Ramadan for no legitimate reason, they are required to make up the missed days right away. So in other words, Ramadan isn't meant to be a burden to people, but if you are an able-bodied Muslim, you can't just be like, well, I don't feel like fasting today. Alright, I'll just make it up another day. No. Or I don't feel like fasting today. I'm just not going to make up those days at all. No. You got to make up those days. Like I mentioned, fasting during Ramadan happens at sunrise all the way to sunset. So before dawn, Muslims eat a pre-fast meal called sahur. And at sunset, they break the fast with a meal called iftar. Also, kind of a side note to this fact, so in many Muslim countries, restaurants remain open during Ramadan with a sign stating that food will only be served to non-Muslim people. It's a double-edged sword, I guess, because business still gotta operate, people still gotta make money, but at the same time, it's like, that's a lot of temptation right there. All that food and you can't eat it. But anyways, while we're on that note, as you can imagine, in countries where Muslims are the majority, Ramadan does have a drastic impact on daily life. For example, in the country of Egypt, Egypt pushes the clocks back an hour during the holy month so that fasting feels like it's ending earlier and that evenings are lengthened. Now, work days are made shorter during the month to accommodate the additional time spent in prayer, as well as taking part in the festive meals that happen every single day. Okay, so we looked at 5 surprising facts about Ramadan so far, but before we get into the last 5 facts, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to leave a like on this episode. And also, if you're a newcomer here to FTD Facts, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join the FTD Facts family. We post videos daily, so come back every day to learn something new. We love researching and bringing you videos because not only do we learn something, but we get to share with you guys as well. All right, so let's continue this episode. We got 5 more facts left. And at fact number 5, according to bankers and economists in Muslim countries, Ramadan almost always ushers in a month-long period of inflation because people drastically increase the amount of money spent on clothing and food. So the prices of certain standard foods go up dramatically. During Ramadan, a cup of tea can cost 6 times its normal price. However, economic productivity also declines because of the shorter work hours, as well as people are staying away from food and water on a daily basis. Ironically, many people gain weight during Ramadan though. So they sit down a lot more during the daytime and they eat richer food than normal at the fast breaking meal, and they get the majority of their daily calories at night shortly before going to sleep. So the body isn't really breaking down that food throughout the day. You're just kind of eating a massive meal and gonna sleep. And with that, people typically gain more weight. Ramadan is also an eagerly anticipated primetime TV season. Turkish and Arabic production companies, they work all year round to create a short 30-episode mini-series. So each one pertains to a night of the month of Ramadan in hopes of attracting more viewers. So they take the opportunity to boast about their earnings that they've made, as well as show off that their series was the most popular, things like that. Also, while most non-Muslims know of Ramadan for fasting, charity is also a very important part of the month as well. Muslims are obligated to give to charities on a regular basis in the form of either zakat, which is a mandatory giving, one of the 5 pillars of Islam, as well as sadaqah, which is voluntary and it's meant to go beyond the mere religious obligations. During Ramadan, the rewards of charity are considered greater. As a result, many Muslims will choose to give more during this month. We're coming down closer to the end of this episode, and we got a pretty interesting one coming in at number 2. Fasting has become a lot more prevalent, and it's been a huge part of Islam ever since the beginning. Now, mentions of abstaining from drinks and food also can be found in the Bible, the New Testament of the Bible, as well as the Hebrew Bible, which is considered to be the Old Testament of the Christian Bible, both of which precede the Prophet Muhammad, who was born in 570 AD. In the New Testament, Jesus fasted for 40 days in the desert, which resulted in certain Christian denominations observing Lent fasting to this day. And the final thing I want to share about Ramadan is that the end of Ramadan marks Eid al-Fitr, which is a large festival to celebrate the end of the fast. Celebration begins as soon as the new moon is sighted in the sky. During Eid, Muslims celebrate by putting on their best outfits. They attend large gatherings, they give gifts, they spend time with their family, and they have a large meal during the day. And Muslims also contribute a certain amount to charity so that the poor may also celebrate breaking their fast as well. Eid al-Fitr is considered to be a time of reverence, and Muslims praise Allah for helping them get through the entire month and ask for forgiveness for their sins that they've committed. So to give you non-Muslims a picture, you can kind of compare that to the Christian Christmas holiday. And yeah, so that's everything I have for you in this episode of 10 surprising facts about Ramadan. Hope you guys learned something new. Hope you found this informative, entertaining as well. And also leave your thoughts and comments down below, because I know I talked a lot in this episode. Definitely was really eye-opening for me. Before, I literally thought that there was like this festival day called Ramadan. and I learned that no, it's actually a month. My social media links are below in the video description section, so you can follow me over there, shoot me a message, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, I'm gonna leave you with a related video at this end screen, so if you enjoyed this one, definitely don't miss the one coming up. I'm gonna get out of here so you can check that out. My name is Leroy Kenton, and I'll see you guys next time.